Hi, everyone. I'm Heidi. I am the author of, or the voice behind Ancient Rhythm. And Ancient Rhythms is the blog that is dedicated to helping you to foster a sweet, sweet relationship with God. So, what my goal is, what my desire is for you, is that by whether putting into practice spiritual disciplines or by introducing you to some ancient spiritual practices or by looking at prayer in new and different ways, my goal is to help encourage and equip you to have a better relationship, to grow in your relationship with Christ. That's the goal. That's my desire for you. So, if you know me or if you've been reading for a while, you've probably noticed I don't do like 3 steps to this or 5 steps to this or things that are more, I don't know, quantifying or um, not gimmicky, but just like I believe firmly that those things have a place. Like if you're trying to start some healthy habits, or if you are talking about like home things or decor or lighting or whatever. But I think that when we talk about our spiritual growth, it's hard and kind of strange to quantify that. But I've been thinking about something, and what I do know, what I do believe is that it takes about 30 days. It takes about a month. It takes about 28 times of doing something to make it a habit. So it takes about 28 times, about a month of doing the same thing over and over, or doing a different thing the same way, or doing the same thing different ways, but over and over and over in order to create practices in our lives, in order to create habits in our lives, in order to make some of these habits become a reality. It's going to take us about 30 days. And so, what I did is I came up with a 30-day challenge for all of us, me, you, everybody, all included. 30-day challenge. And here's what it is. It's going to be really, really simple. Well, first of all, let me tell you why it's important. It's important because we are in the season of fall, right? Or autumn, or like in Bible times, harvest time was what it's called. We get a chance to reap the harvest of a summer well done, of a job well done. We're reaping the harvest right now, right? And so, literally or figuratively, however you look at it, it's hot harvest time, it's autumn. And then what comes next? Winter, right? And this is the way God designed things. This is like cyclical in nature. So we are preparing ourselves by harvesting for the winter as things calm down and die down and subside. And we go into this season of calm and of rest. And it doesn't even look in the winter like something's happening, right? But underneath the surface, things are stirring up and getting ready for a beautiful spring, right? So during this season, during the next 30 days, the month of November, from November 1st to November 30th, we're going to be challenging ourselves. And the challenge is simple. It is so simple. It is just called this. It is slow down and make your home a refuge. That's it. Why? Because we all need to slow down, and even the way God designed it, preparing, we all need to slow down. And also, it is so important for our home to be a refuge, for our home to be a safe place. In doing both of these things, I think we are going to quiet ourselves enough to hear his voice and make our home a safe place to grow, a safe place to learn, a safe place to be the best that we can with our families and our friends and our loved ones. And one thing I know in my life is no matter what happens outside, no matter what happens outside of my home, I know that my home is a safe, safe place. I know that my home is a place of refuge. And I want that for you too. I want you for this next month to think about your home as a safe place of refuge for others too. Because not only is my home a safe place for my family, and we come home and we know that no matter what happens, home is safe. But I want that so much to be for the other people in my life too. I want people in my life to be able to come into my home and feel safe and feel comfortable. And I want them, like, it might be chaotic, it might be noisy, it might be loud, it might not be clean, it might not be like ready for company, or we might have to grab a pizza because there's nothing for me to feed people, but they want to stop by, and that's okay. Because what matters is that my home is a refuge and my home is a safe place for people to come into and to be who God created them to be and to feel comfortable being that person in my home. And so I know as we go into this, we are going countercultural for sure. this challenge is going to be countercultural for all of us, because what happens is, as we're starting to slow down, we are headed into what our culture calls holiday season, right? So there's like gifts and there's parties and concerts and events, and those things we might partake in them, and they might be good things. But with our challenge, we are going to learn how to have like an underlying peace through it all. We're going to learn how to have an underlying peace in the crazy and busy of our culture. We are going to have a fall and a winter season of peace. And that's what we're looking forward to, okay, for the next 30 days. So, how does it work? First of all, what you need to do is go, first of all, let me say this. I do not think this is a challenge for stay-at-home moms or for like busy harried ladies or whatever. Like I think this is a challenge for everybody, for single people, for married people, for men, for women, for anybody who wants to slow down and develop some healthy habits and practices in their spiritual life to grow and develop a more intimate relationship with God. That's who it's for. Anybody and everybody. But here's how it works. So here's what you do. You are probably on the blog right now. You've probably gone from like Facebook to the blog or whatever. What you need to do is go to the blog and scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. And when you get to the bottom, you can click follow. What happens when you follow a blog, if you're new to all this stuff, if you are following a blog, when there is a new post, you will get something in your email inbox. So if you are following Ancient Rhythms, whenever there's a new post, which for 30 days of November, every morning you're going to get a new post, it is going to go directly to your email inbox. So you will have it emailed to you every single morning, the new challenge. Okay. So that is the easiest, the best way to do it. Go to the blog, scroll all the way down, click follow, and it will come directly to your email every single morning. So some of these challenges you will get to do right away. I mean, you'll get the email, you'll get whatever, and it'll be like, something simple. So like say 3 things that you're thankful for today. Click on it, read the things, write the things down, and there you go. Like in the morning, you're done, right? Some things will take some planning. So you'll get the email or you'll read the post for the day and you'll say, okay, my challenge is a little more intricate, a little more, planning is required. So I'm going to do this on Friday, or I'm going to do this tonight at 7 o'clock, or whatever. But here's the thing. Here's my goal for you guys. Whether we do all 30, whether you are like on top of it and you're doing all 30 of these challenges every single day, a new one, or whether you are just starting, like I know some of us, it's hard. So whether you're just starting to like put these practices into your daily life, whatever it happens to be, all 30, 26, 24, putting them into practice, my goal for you and my prayer for you, and I am praying for you, is that you will grow and change. You will slow down. You will think more, and you will grow and change and develop in your relationship with Jesus. So that is my goal for you. My goal in this 30-day challenge isn't to just quantify something and say, hey, in 30 days, you're going to be like the most perfect Christian ever. But instead, 30 days to put into practice some new things that will grow your relationship, make you more able to clearly hear the Holy Spirit in your life, and make sure that your relationship with God and with others is growing, is growing.